Alex, your thing stopped. Anyway, I'm live on my end.
Did it stop on Twitch or did it stop on Kick? Because it stopped on Kick and I don't care.
Oh, here we go. Now I got it.
There.
Yep. And we're back on my end with Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door Remake, Electric Boogaloo,
Paper Mario 2, Electric Boogaloo! What I meant to say was Big Turbo.
Alright, so... Oh, last time we ended up going to Ashley Height.
These crafting materials will definitely be useful.
He says as he lies under his breath.
These crafting materials have definitely not been left out in the fucking rain. Mold and mildew. Savage Starlight Antiparticles.
I gotta go take on Frankie's trouble.
After a conditional hearing, Johnson Long knew the corona of a white dwarf star began to extensively have come through his eye.
So who here has seen
Hide in a nearby stellar nursery. After Daniela's mistake, the crew won't easily trust her again. But they don't have long to decide what to do. Along with oxygen is running out. Jesus fucking Christ! Could you pick a less readable font?
So
Anyways,
the last time we ended up going Ashley Heights, and this time we're gonna be doing some troubles, and then we're gonna be going toward Ard's doing the chapter 7 plot. But first, I'd also have to do something else.
You can tell that Neil Druckmann doesn't actually live anywhere. Stuff like this could possibly happen. Because things that are left on the ground out around coast like this, they typically don't last very long.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find usable cloth. Oh, this shit should all be washed out to sea by now.
One detail that I do really appreciate about the remake is that the game automatically automatically lets you just be like, okay, so when you're leaving, the boo doesn't automatically have to remind you that you gotta ditch the gate at the casino currency. Ah, there you are, Frankie. So
In a place where I was No, I'm backtracking. I want to see if you guys left anything behind. Hell with it. It's not going to be that much help anyways. Antananarivo. Interesting name. That's not how climbing works in a wet situation, but whatever. Body. That's a great sign.
yep. Great sign that nothing bad will ever happen to you guys.
I would have made him line up right behind us. See, this is totally an interactive cutscene, guys.
See, these trouble missions and kind of end up helping to give the game more substance as opposed to, oh, you know. All right, Frankie. Here's your very expensive wedding ring. I don't know how it could have. I don't know how it could have ended up there, but it did.
I have seen bigger rats than that.
All right, since we solved the trouble, let's go play the game.
Exits entrance, but if you have to defend, if anyone gets in here, I can lose them in the maze. I may not be tough, but quick. Maybe I just bide my time down here until it all gets sorted out up there. After all, we can see more range for a while. Any luck?
Oh! Would you?
Infection spreading, it's below, yet you're still printing fucking newspapers for some reason. Yeah, that looks like a WWE Survivor Series poster, because I think that's the same font. If I'm not mistaken, that's like some kind of concert there.
Again, apologies for any chewing noises. I got munchies. All right, so now we're going to.
Okay.
So I ended up finally watching the Bolts of Thunder, and now, Alex, let me tell you something. I know we didn't want to talk about it, but I want to get my thoughts out here while we're live. I'll be honest, the film felt, based on what everybody has been saying on it, the film was overhyped. It felt, none of the characters I felt were remotely intriguing enough to warrant me being remotely concerned about what would happen to them. And on top of that, it doesn't help that a majority of these characters were not people I really liked, and John Walker did not really leave that much of a positive first impression on me in this film.
You didn't watch Captain Falcon and the White Wolf, did you?
I didn't want to watch that, and I didn't want to interact with these, but and yet he just strikes me as the type who ended up just willfully going along with the narrative for the most part.
He kind of got shoehorned into that position from what happened in the TV show, because they essentially railroaded him.
No. What I mean is like he was genuinely gullible enough to actually buy into what Valentina was saying at first, and it took him way too long for him to realize, oh wait, hey, maybe they have a point. And not only
sold out quite significantly throughout his career. So
yeah, and he willfully
kind of trying to hold on to one last idea that maybe somebody isn't going to fuck him over for one.
yeah, and of course, I'm also not a big fan of Bob. I just feel like he and his two other personalities were.
I mean, he doesn't really have two other personalities.
He does. I literally looked it up, Alex, and Void does identify as a personality.
Well, yeah, but that's not true, though. It's like different aspects of his experiences.
Sentry is the positive side when he has his good days, and Void is when he has his bad days.
Yeah, it's not traditional split personality syndrome. It's like it's manic depression, which is a very different thing.
Doesn't help that he is also a former meth addict. And I did not laugh at a single joke in this movie. I felt quite a few of them. I felt that every one of these jokes fell flat and stayed too long. To the point where I'm like, kill me now.
Valentina is essentially cringe personified, and it was nice to see someone
She is a people try to say that she's a better tactician than DCEU Waller, and I'm like, no, she's worse.
At least, okay, Waller got taken out by fucking Bob-Ombs. At least Valentina.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Really
Waller actually. Yeah, but here's the thing. Waller actually they had some semblance of control over a majority of Task Force X, as opposed to Valentina, who had next to no control, who could not possibly have any semblance of control over anybody. In this, because everybody.
Speaking of ironic thinking, I need to do something to get one of the kids across. Instead, I needed to dive down there and pull out a pipe. Look what he fucking do. Not sure if I'm secretly DSP or if there's bad game design at work here.
And
it could be either one.
And every so often, and it's just like, I just feel like Sentry shouldn't even have been in this fucking movie.
I mean, he is the central driving force of the plot.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you don't need him. This is supposed to be, this team is supposed to essentially be Marvel's answer to Task Force X, and yet, we have to justify not only having Sentry in here, but justify a reasoning why our Marvel Task Force X thinks is just somehow enough.
See, I was mostly comparing this to Suicide Squid and things like that. Creature Commandos. In comparison to that, it's fucking great.
Not really.
I've seen way worse team dynamics recently. I've seen fucking Peacemaker. Yesterday I met some people that did not want to shoot me on sight. Shocking, I know. We traded some supplies and then went on our merry way. They had kept that down. And they seemed pretty scared. I almost told them about this place. What if they're like the others? What if, you know what? I don't care. What's the point of surviving if you don't have someone to laugh at your lame jokes? Tomorrow I'm going to search for them, see if they want to join me. Okay? Who are you writing these notes for? Yeah, no, anyways. Okay, so yeah, my thinking is, like, I've been, watching a bunch of the really bad things that have been put out lately, and I'm looting the area, and as far as team dynamics go, like, this is one of the better ones that I've seen.
It was too rushed.
I don't really care.
I care immensely.
They've rushed. Like, you haven't seen rushed until you've seen fucking Creature Commandos.
Alex, I've seen Eternals. I know. I've seen more than enough.
Eternals has better development.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Creature Commandos is awful.
Both of them are equally bad.
No, Creature Commandos is worse. Creature Commandos is worse than knockoff Suicide Squad. It's like, it's literally Suicide Squad with the numbers filed off in universe. Because Waller's not allowed to run the Suicide Squad anymore, and then she's like, oh, well, not Suicide Squad. And also, that's James Gunn doing the thing. The insert for his wife gets plowed by the insert for him.
And the thing is that Now, the post-credits scene of
You guys gotta send that back to
the post-credits scene of the film is like, yeah, this would have been more surprising had you not already spoiled the fact that you're doing Fantastic Four, or immediately after.
something that did kind of bother me about that second post-credits scene. The new Avengers are on a Wheaties box. General Mills would have cleared the fucking trademarks before Sam Wilson would have had that.
And meanwhile, Sam Wilson...
filing a lawsuit against one of his friends.
Yeah, and
the new Avengers team.
Yeah, and guess what? He wanted to try to explain to you that it wasn't his plan, but you still had to be a fucking idiot.
Oh, that's MCU Sam Wilson for you. He's not a smart man.
And this is exactly why, and this is part of... And this is exactly why I can't really stand this movie, Alex. Is it's like there's too many factors that are telling me no, this is dumb. I don't care when it was shot. I don't care when it was shot. It's still always a lame film.
Oh my god! It's a miniature shotgun. Shotgun pistol.
And I get a lot of people like this movie. I'm not saying you're not allowed to. I just simply don't feel any semblance of the hype. The only reason it gets a 3 out of 10 in my mind is because quote unquote Taskmaster dies.
Oh, god damn it.
And he's in a very fittingly unceremonious end, to which I'm like, and nobody gives a single flying fuck or
Taskmistress dying, I think, was fucking amazing. And the fact that she has stands who are complaining about that is almost laughable. I think it might actually be laughable. Because, like, last time I checked, nobody cared about it. But... I was hoping
40 coins.
Kill her. And a bunch of people were like, oh, well, she...
And I'm also not a fan. And also...
He was like Taskmaster in the comics, fuck you, I don't care.
And I'm also not very... And one thing I'm not fond of in regards to the way that Ava was in the film, it's like you already were on the run after the events of Ant-Man and the Wasp. So you think maybe you'd be a little more sympathetic towards a man who has also been shamed by the media, but no. You have to be a total bitch like everybody else is towards Walker. Not that Walker is doing himself any favors.
Walker, I like the fact that Walker was constantly the one who was getting them out. Like, he has, from the very beginning, he's like this Bob guy, this is a problem, he knows too much, what's going on with this dude, puts things up, and everybody else is like, we gotta figure out how to hotwire this thing to get out. And he's like, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna fucking smash this shit. Very much doing the Steve Rogers lead with the shield kind of thing.
And yet it's just... I wasn't remotely...
Between the four of us, we could probably deadlift this fucking thing.
I just don't...
We've switched companions.
Again, and also, Yelena, like, you're really gonna try to make me feel like you have any redeeming quality is about yourself, just right at the end of the movie.
I appreciate the fact that they even tried. Because she was not what I'd call my favorite character.
Neither was Red Guardian, and he just.
Oh yeah, Rick
There are
Guardian
there are times where he's.
my dedicated bit.
There was time where he was. There were times where he was fine, but then there were other times where I'm like, he's even worse here than he was in Black Widow. And Bucky's fine. Bucky's fine. And the fact that the right hand hench person was to Valentina, just honestly, she should have just let Valentina get choked out, or tossed out the window. Oh, instead of helping her, but she chooses to just help her.
I mean, she did. I wouldn't like if you don't know what Sentry's gonna do. Because he seems like he's kind of going off. One, it's like if you're gonna throw, if it's a situation of throw in your Valentina, throw in, let Sentry go nuts. Oh god damn it! I shot you twice.
By the way, speaking of which, Sentry's hair ended up going back to normal.
Yeah.
Oh, even though he dyed it earlier, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
the
hair dye
the
doesn't
suit
work that way.
The hair thing kind of bothered me. I thought that they should have like done something similar to how Homelander was.
Yeah, but we've already had enough.
First appearance.
We've already had enough of Homelander in
No, I mean not in terms of like how Homelander is portrayed in terms of his character, or in terms of how like they kind of salvage and fucking things up in Bad Luck.
either way. And the fact that the only two people who got any expansion on the whole Void thing was Yelena and John Walker. I'm like, you really? They were wasting quite a bit of opportunity that we could have had.
I mean, the only other characters we could have done that with would have been because we saw inside kind of the little trauma box for Bob as well, a couple of times.
I'm not talking about how like Bob. Like obviously we see Bob, but I'm talking about how any of our heroes outside of Bob, like
Alexi would have been in my prime choice.
we could have seen more on Alexi's whole thing to make him feel a bit more sympathetic. Could have also seen a bit more or of Ghost's thing to maybe make me feel like, okay, maybe I might have been a bit harsh on how Ava's treated John.
Yeah, Ghost. Ghost
And
was
Bucky, we could have seen more of what Hydra put Bucky through.
I mean, we already saw enough of that.
Yeah, but I think.
That would be
Yeah, but I think.
Too much.
Yeah, but I think that.
They've already.
Yeah, but I.
Enough of Winter Soldier.
What I'm saying is that we could have elaborated a bit more on some of the things that Bucky did for Hydra, because all we've gotten for Bucky was just like the brief little clips in Winter Soldier and Civil War, but
Well, they're not allowed to show some of the things that he did, because he killed Peter Parker's parents, and we can't see that. Oh, come on. I was just trying to hit you and then run away. Bait, retreat, beat, repeat.
anyway, So in essence, I'm more or less asking for like how Bucky felt about how what he may or may not have done on as the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, see, this is a problem with Captain America, because that show was supposed to address the stuff that happened with oh god damn it. God damn it, Joel. That show was supposed to address the stuff that happened with Bucky, and like he went through some sort of psychotherapy stuff, and the deprogramming of Wakanda and everything. That's a great first step, but the fucking stupid ass show didn't. This moment, Joe realized he done fucked up something. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna deal with this stuff before.
And it's just, I overall all felt nothing for this movie. I just felt nothing but just like, why should I care about any of this? Why should I? Why am I supposed? Like, what am I? What is my motivation for being invested in this film? If I keep asking myself that, I just wanted to see if people were actually being truthful about it, and unfortunately, no. Oh, I felt that wasn't the case. So yeah.
Boom shakalaka. God damn it, Joel.
God damn it.
Could have named the second show that, or the second game. God damn it, Joel. If only Joel had killed more of the fireflies, we would have had less to deal with in the second game.
So, Alex had put out a new video on Netflix May Cry.
Devil May Cringe, as I call it.
I saw it. It was good.
And I have to say, hey, the opening of "What the hell is this?" is really fitting.
Thank you.
So it just feels like how is it that the problems of the initial preview just end up getting worse and worse?
The show essentially just snowballed and this thing has had, it had like 3 years in post-production, right? And
Yeah.
3 years in post-production is more than enough time to clean up your issues with audio and like animate some more keyframes. Just do things to make the show better. But they didn't do. This is odd.
Alright. We only got one more trouble to solve.
Ow! Yeah, there's a reason why first impressions count for a lot, and first impressions are... You gotta put your best foot forward with preview material.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, you're in major danger of turning people off, and the show didn't even do the typical bad show thing of like heavily misleading marketing material.
Oh, what you saw is what you got.
Yeah, no, what you see is what you get, and what you get is
Can with Netflix make...
I don't know how you can put that kind of bad audio editing into a trailer and get away with it. Because Johnny's voice just cuts off at the end of one of the lines. And then it does it again in the show all over the place. Fuck.
Welcome to the Glitzville.
This is the same kind of thing that's going on with the Superman trailer. The Superman trailer is riddled with problems. Well, not just talking about it. Oh, I've never seen that before.
Alright, we got it open. Excuse me, good sir.
Paused in sync.
All right. All right, so we can buy hot sauce off of that guy.
progress there too.
Previously on Alex attempts to make progress in that last person.
Last time on Alex attempts to make progress in the last zombie game.
So Alt Zero, oh, what was that special message and from? Like you shared in the broadcast chat.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You have been awfully quiet. Is everything all right? No. No, Alex. If you're gonna say it like that, you gotta go. My darling. We can't hear him. Alex. He's up on. He's quite a bit up in my end. It's just. I think. There you are.
For some reason, the computer mic didn't work, but
yeah. I'm sorry, man.
No worries.
Okay, so
The message, the video I sent was from Punishing Gray Ravens, where they got Ruben Langdon and Down Southward reprised their roles as Dante and Virgil.
which is good.
Yeah. One of the few things that I'm like, god dang it. Honestly, I'm glad they got to come back. I'm like,
I look at it this way. They didn't have to be in that stupid show.
and honestly, and that was probably for the better.
So I apologize if you were hearing all this and we were worried that you were that something had happened to you, like you perhaps had been kidnapped by ninjas.
Oh god. I haven't been abducted by the Nintendo ninjas, thankfully.
They ended up adding Killer Instinct Gold to the Nintendo 64 stuff on the Switch online.
Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
saw that one. Yeah. Again, I'm tempted to get that subscription for the gold, but I'm holding off on that.
So why do I keep going this way when the cook is to the west?
Game's telling me I suck. Fuck you, game. I don't suck more than your sequel does.
Hey, Alt Zero, were you able to see Alex's review of Netflix May Cry?
Not yet, but I plan to after this stream.
Wait.
Oh yeah, trust me when I say this, it's actually a really good one.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, I remember I heard a story last week about Evo Japan, like consoles were, the PS5 were straight up overheating. So much so, I think it was one fighting game player named Punk actually complained about this issue. Like, guys, this is getting ridiculous.
That's odd. Is it the Slims or is it the Pros? Because I haven't had any.
Yeah, just do a simple Google search. I'm gonna have to guess they're probably using the Pro model. Something.
That's weird, because I'm not having any issues with my base PS5.
Same.
What do you think you are, Sam Wilson?
Oh dear God.
I'd be like, okay, Sam Wilson, how?
Could just set on my left.
I was going to say, and I'm gonna say, you know, the worst part is, it could always be worse, Alex. They could always be as dumb as Sam Wilson is in the MCU.
Well, he's still not as dumb as Barry Allen.
My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the dumbest man alive.
What's that?
Seriously, Barry, you're really gonna be this dumb? Even I can be smarter than you at times, even though I can be.
Ghostface says he's late, but he doesn't care.
Sorry, Barry, but I'm gonna have to say, even though I haven't seen much of the DCAU like Justice League, Wally is better than you.
In every conceivable way. And he started out as Barry's sidekick.
Yep. First as Kid Flash and eventually the Flash. I'm just gonna say it. Wally's become my favorite speedster.
Wally West was great, and then they sidelined him, and then made him not exist anymore, and then they brought him back, and then they sidelined him again.
Like, why? Why do that to him?
Because some fucker doesn't like him, I guess.
Which kinda sucks.
Yeah, that's what I can say about the American sports.
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
People want the back.
And always remember that one time I went. I got more messages to read. It's like nice to know that people sell used copies of the DVD set for the Nickelodeon era of Doug. I just love Doug Walker's over-the-top reaction to that theme song. And then when he goes to review the movie, he's like, "You fucking people," like he's Jack Nicholson, and in what's the name of that movie? Hey, Alex, you know what the name of the movie is?
Is it the one with Tom Cruise?
I think it's I believe it's called A Few Good Men.
Yeah, that's the one with Tom Cruise.
Okay, yeah.
By the way, Tom Cruise has said that he wants to keep making movies until he's 100.
Wish luck to him.
I'm down with that. Captain Scientology has my full support.
He does not have my full support. He only has my younger sister's full support.
I don't know. My perception of Tom Cruise mostly was attributed to how he's depicted in South Park.
South Park, yeah.
Where he's a midget.
Especially when during
gay
the
midget at the
infamous
Fudge
band
Factory.
episode.
That's even better.
Hey, look, guys! Tom Cruise is a fudge packer! What did you say? Did you call me a fudge packer? How dare you call me a fudge packer? I'm gonna sue you to oblivion! I'm gonna sue all of South Park!
Yeah, good luck with that. Oh.
We're gonna sue you!
Really, Stan? You really had to say it?
Fine!
Come on!
Sue me! I don't care!
But that episode was funny.
Oh, man.
Now, needless to say, got another message. He prefers the Disney ABC era only because I didn't have cable during the Nickelodeon era. I'm like, yeah, that's a fair reason.
Yeah.
Alright, so since I got you might be wondering, why do I have all of these hot dogs? There's a simple answer for that, and I will... No.
As long as a certain hedgehog doesn't get it.
Okay, so there is an optional boss fight in the Glitz Pit, and that's only in the remake of this.
Not in the original?
Nope, not in the original. Well, let's first
Excuse me, sir.
save. So we want to make sure we are prepared for this.
Fuck you. I push the button. Push the button. And nothing occurred.
We will be fighting Prince Mush.
Ooh, a Game Boy Advance on the wall.
Yep. You can tell which era, in which era the original version of this game came out in.
Yeah, this was like early 2000s.
2004, actually. Yep. I believe Fire Red and Leaf Green was the latest. And now,
Band episode of South Park is like, are you sure that's alright? I'm gonna put a
No,
costume over you. Okay. Okay.
alright, so for this boss fight, I hope you really like Super Guard. So, let's see. Yep. Cake-based trauma. Let's do this.
No. Fuck.
Time to use Power Lift. Let's switch
Oh,
in.
fuck. I was hoping that would distract them, but I didn't notice her.
Gotcha,
What the
bitch.
fuck? Nope,
Oh,
nope,
yeah.
I hit the button first.
Look at all that damage. Oh, he's going Super Saiyan.
Oh.
And he's going another Super Saiyan.
Ooh, what y'all call this? Super Saiyan 2. Sure about that, Bobbity?
You must be bluffing. I mean, what will that make him? Double ascended?
That would make him a maximum over Saiyan. Oh, God. Did you guys see that?
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, what the hell?
Mamma mia!
I hate
Oh, mamma mia.
Come on. Come on, come on.
why that's great. What? What? Shadow Clone? Hello?
No. It can't be. Push away.
Well, that didn't work. Maybe this will work.
Oh, my God.
Hmm. Let's see if this works.
Oh, come on.
Seriously? That didn't work. Oh, come on!
That was almost insane.
Well, now I gotta reset. Let's try this again. You know, Alex, I hear those clickers are known for giving the kiss of death.
Yeah.
Let's try this again. With a bit more gusto
Dog
this time.
enemy AI operating at full capability as usual. Can't even fire from the goddamn thing. You could in Uncharted. Just saying.
I find it funny how people who are standing indoor are trying to say that Luke Skywalker is at it easy.
Yeah. Well, that's just the stupid ones. Because Andor's actually a really good show. It's just people are being really dumb about it.
How do you guys feel? You guys feel that Mortal 1 combat that is pretty much going to be dead at this point?
Well, I mean, they're putting out a definitive edition, so I would assume so.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat is pretty dead to me at this point. Like the last that I played was I stopped until MKX.
MKX, which has the infamous Katana Crouch Kit.
And I believe that was like the last game that had the fight got split.
Yeah, after X it was Ron Yuan.
The only saving grace I can say I like about it was
Yep.
oh yeah.
He's in an episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
For some reason, and he was also Brush Shogun in the Teen Titans movie, Any Trouble in Tokyo.
Ah yes.
I love that TV.
Oh, where Beast Boy got to sing the Teen Titans opening.
The opening in yeah, he gets to sing the Japanese translated version.
Here's Brain Trust, Naughty Dog enemy AI. bunch of take cover routines left over.
About time I got one of these in. Finally.
What changed? I was pressing X. What changed that made you go up there?
Oh boy.
Okay. Just reach your goddamn arms through. No. All I have to do... I know Joel's got big beefy arms, but all you gotta do is... Okay, whatever.
Let's try this tactic. Seriously?
you will. That's not a... Bullshit.
Ah! Finally! And one final hit.
That guy's just gonna keep spazzing out. Okay.
Ah! Second try, bitch.
Oh, come on.
For some reason, I thought Mario was gonna pull a Terry. So, okay.
Are you okay? Well, I'm glad you asked. Well, I'm glad you asked because that last attack really fucking hurt. Mr. Wool!
Are
Wait.
you okay?
We, we've seen that Devil Artemis video where Cell, instead of wanting to play along with Kermit's nonsense, decides he's gonna do a matchup from his list, which that match happens to be Kermit the Frog versus Terry Bogard.
Boy.
Yo. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go.
I was
Change.
swinging my weapon.
Oh, edit the video thumbnail. Oh, and change the title to Kermit versus Terry Bogard. Cell, don't you dare. And Terry just styles over Kermit.
Terry making Kermit a bitch.
Rising tackle.
Rising
Our Kaiser.
Power Toad! And who cannot forget about his infamous quote in Fatal Fury Special, Wubba wubba, I'm in the pink today, boy! So, I apparently looked at what the heck that meant. So, I shall look through my phone. Let's see. Yeah, so I remember, somebody even asked on the Reddit, like, what the...
Was that
someone
close
made a
enough,
post
Danger
saying,
Mate?
what the F was SNK thinking with these localizations? Skull emoji.
Ow.
Alright, so let's first go talk to Professor Frankly since we've got nothing else to do right now.
Okay, so the Wubba Wubba, I'm in the pink, is a legitimate English phrase that goes back to the 16th century and means to be in perfect physical condition.
I mean, Terry is a buff boy.
But the Wubba Wubba was a phrase used by Downtown Julie Brown on MTV in the early 90s. Taken all together, Terry is just saying he's feeling great and likes MTV. Make of that what you will.
One fucking guy. It was one fucking guy, and you couldn't deal with it.
Great. So the AI companions for you are that incompetent?
Yes.
Alex, thanks. Are you gonna? Why don't you showcase? Are you
What?
your stream on the on the OBS virtual camera?
Because that would cause my audio to crackle even more than it already is.
Krakatawa!
Whoosh! Whoosh! Proceeds to burn SpongeBob by accident.
Oh, damn it.
You know, oh, some people
Ow.
comment in on the fact that on the fact that Agiel's abridged name ends up being more popular than his actual whole series name. Thunderlion and Mountain Slayer.
No.
The chocolate. You can call me Tiffany. That seems very manly. Shouldn't be, it's a woman's name. I don't know how to talk to you. Good, shut up. It's one of the things that I really liked SAO Abridged for. Like, Alex, would you concur with this?
Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on. What the fuck?
Are we sure about that?
Well, somebody got bit, I seem to recall. Warning, infected inside, do not open. Oh. See if there's anything I can oh, there is. Yay. I need more alcohol.
No, you don't.
That's not a statement that I need to drink more alcohol. That's a statement of I need some to fix up my wounds.
You know what you need, Alex? You need song and dance.
That will attract the zombies.
No. Here's the thing. You're not understanding. The dance... Yes, the dance will attract the zombies, but you're missing the big picture. The zombies will join in on the song. Spoilers, it's not Thriller.
Even so,
I
Thriller
was
is a
working in the
kick-ass
lab
song.
late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to die. And suddenly, my surprise...
He did the mash.
Alcohol! We did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The Monster Mash. Ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Who keeps the jar of scissors on their bookcase, shelf, whatever the fuck?
So now we are nearing Far Outpost, which, as you recall in the original, had only one way to get to it.
Don't drink Ed's tea, it has the virus. What? Good stuff. I have 3/4 of a thing of alcohol.
Cool party.
I need more alcohol.
The ice is coming.
No trust.
The audience goeth.
Stay through it, bug boy. God help! We're in 10 minutes in.
Let's kick some ice.
Just all the critics looking out was the highlight throughout that review. God damn it, this movie!
Fucking Predator.
They had the balls to get one of the greatest superheroes of all time a back credit card! No! You're gonna die! You're gonna die! Okay.
Yeah. And Chris Redfield can punch all the boulders. A shine sprite. Now, Alex, just imagine if instead of that, it's a Limp Bizkit poster. Yeah, that suddenly got a lot lamer, didn't it?
That is an actual line from an actual movie that Fred Durst was in. I think it was called When the TV Glows or some shit like that. And I haven't seen anything else from that movie. It's just really funny that Fred Durst is in a film. They give him the hat,
But you find a way.
No, it's 824. 824 is like
Garbage. You would think, but no. We don't live in that kind of world. Okay, we got past that one. You know, for some reason, part of me thinks this battle theme sounds like Chill Penguin's theme from a Mega Man X. Ah, come on. I heard that book 2 was alright. It wasn't good, but it was just alright.
If I was able to just sit down and practice it. Matchbook. Fucking combination. Yay, why'd you even bother making me find that in the first place? Actually, I shouldn't say that. The Last of Us 2 changed how safe cracking works, and now it's all just fucking bullshit.
All this power and all this information, and yet none of it is useful.
Help!
Ooh, 20 star points. That means a level up. Let me check what I leveled up last time. that in. FP. And now we're an A-list star. HP plus partner. And now we're finally at Far Outpost, where every Bob-Omb is Russian. If you're wondering why, I don't know.
Duh, we're from Mother Russia.
In Mother Russia. Oh,
Where's Zangief when you need him? Oh wait. Oops, wrong series.
Unfortunately, we probably live next door to those damn Mongolians.
we're I find it funny how Peter Beckman goes from giving one of the best performances as Golbez in Final Fantasy IV's DS remake, to voicing the Red Cyclone.
And Shimazu the Beast and Sengoku Basara. And actually, he did double duty as both Shimazu and the narrator. It's fun looking back on this.
And he was also the spirit of the Harkonnen in Hellsing Ultimate.
Oh, yeah.
Named after Baron Harkonnen from Dune. Just like the jacket. Day of the Jackal. Whatever it was. I don't know. Film with Bruce Willis and Richard Gere.
By the way, I hope you enjoy going around places to locate somebody in various games, because guess what? We gotta do the same thing for this.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we gotta find Gold Bob and then General White.
Out of my way, Ellie.
A star piece. And nothing shines, right? By the way, you do need Admiral Bobbery for that exchange, because otherwise the quest doesn't initiate. Because Admiral Bobbery is the only one is the guy who's like, wait a second, there's supposed to be a huge cannon here. Where is it? He's like, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me now. Now, last time I was here, it was right there.
not true. I play Call of Duty all the time.
I'm not hiding behind a car. Oh, come on.
So now you guys might have noticed that the stage got quite a bit bigger since earlier.
Not even shooting where I'm going to be, you're shooting where nothing is. That's what I call a
No. But there are still Super Guard runs in this game.
Why did you put up cover? Why haven't you knocked down some of this cover?
Got a new guy in the server now. Zombie barricades. Ah! I'm frozen, and I cannot get up. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov cocktail. Killing your friends.
Killing me
Don't
soft.
mind.
So what? How did you guys feel about Cell's little bit in the episode? Oh, of Dragon Ball Z Bridge with Nikki Town.
Hello there, Okay, hold on. Did you play Video Killed the Radio Star?
Wow, we usually only do the top 20, but today we'll make an exception for you, Killer.
You son of a bitch!
Oh, shucks. Thanks, fellas. I'll be right in.
What did he just say? Oh God! Oh God! What is that thing? What? No! Get away from Wombat! No. Wombat! Why? I loved him so.
You don't have line of sight. Your gun isn't even fucking pointed at me.
Sal was a very thirsty person. Very thirsty. I take people with my
You say as you should.
How about I answer that question? Through one. Oh. Wanna see me drink the sky?
Well, Chris Redfield ate your heart out because apparently this guy is a better sniper than you are.
Somehow.
Alright.
Ow. Well, he already killed me. You didn't have line of sight on me. There are several objects between you and me. You literally can't. There's a building between us.
Let's see. Gold.
Evidently you don't. Oh. Those lines become all the more hilarious when... Oh, how did you fucking say that? If I can't shoot you, you should be able to shoot me.
Yes, I would pay you all my money.
Building between the two of us.
Yes, I'm aware of what that means. Yes!
He's candy! Ah! Toast, toast! No, I mean... Yes, I see! Cupcake! Cupcakes? No! Strawberries! Or pound cake! I forgot the rest. It was like, what? Is this bad or good?
Oh, that.
Too obsessed over the cake. Lemon frost cake and strawberry shortcake. Oh, oh yeah! 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 Oh my god, Justin Cook.
Yeah, he was so good as Evil Boo. Like, he nailed those screams.
Oh, I'll never forget during the Budokai 3 behind the screens where Justin Cook is like, Kakarot! Lettuce! Frozen section! Bring me tomatoes!
Oh, fuck you.
He was quite over the top as Rabbit. And for betraying the Saiyan race, you will die!
as Yusuke Urameshi
And-
is still forever one of my
And Alex,
favorite
I'm thinking
Sasuke.
some people from Kick might have joined our server because
Oh boy.
Nobody's in chat.
look in general, Alex, and you'll see
Oh,
a couple of
I know,
people.
I'm just saying. Like,
Ding ding.
They are. Oh boy.
Yeah.
one of them messed.
What did they say?
It's the. Actually, hey there, it's that thing, I think.
Ah. Did Zombie Barricade say anything to you?
Yeah, I recently came across your channel and I just wanted to say it's awesome, hope you're doing great, and that your streams have been going strong lately. Okay, that's just a... That sounds fucking fake.
Yeah.
Sounds bot-like.
If it's
And
not,
it better not be
well,
like one of those types where, hey, I'll do a commission for you. I hope you say yes. And that is just begging for money, because I know that I paid a few people for commissions. That was a mistake.
Same.
see, here's what I say whenever I get them. I just string them along, tell them, hey, if you want, draw me your favorite scene, and then of course they can't tell me what their favorite scene is.
Oh, so you play along too, huh?
And I recently just sent out a giant list.
Yep. As I've messaged Alex many times. Oh, but your story is so captivating. I'm like,
What's captivating about it?
yeah. You know, sometimes I remember, or how, did they kill you? They must have killed you softly with their song.
No, probably with bullets.
I'll read my bullets. Totally. Yeah, there was an interesting point in the in a video about Dartigan's gaming sense on Last of Us, where the uploader ends up pointing out the fact that he thinks that he's like where's the bite mark on one of the characters that would get bit, but neglecting to realize that, oh wait, they actually got scratched. And even a scratch would, you know, infect somebody in this context. Wouldn't you agree? Like a scratch penetrates through the skin. You never know, Alex. I wonder if The Last of Us is just a really desperate tsundere that's trying to get Alex to notice her. I just want to imagine at one point during one of the many deaths in this game that you experience, Alex, that you end up in the Family Guy death pose. Come on, you gotta admit that would be funny. With how the ragdoll physics are in this game, it would not surprise me if one of the poses was the Family Guy death pose. My name's Joel Miller. I just got shot. Where? You don't want to know, man. You really don't. Indeed, it did hurt. I'm sorry. You know, to be fair, Alex, you could look at my...
That looks like he's having a nice, comfortable life.
Alex, let me just tell you this. You could look back at my gameplay, and you'd be like, yeah. No. Well, time to go find General White. Let's hope this doesn't turn into a tedious quest. It proceeds to turn into a very, very tedious quest. One that I had to redo Oh, because my dumbass forgot to save in the X-Not Fortress.
Ow! That guy.
That's... And I don't...
You couldn't see me. You weren't even aiming at me.
He's like, but I totally was aiming at you. Don't you know? What if he had an automatic?
Ow.
Boom shakalaka. Booyah.
Ow. Well, looks like the best approach so far, so I'm gonna repeat it.
And what if you end up with worse results than you are?
I'll try something else then. result, but not great.
No, there was once a Sanity Not Included sketch where, well, not really Sanity Not Included, but a sketch from Dex's spin-off of Sanity Not Included called No Skit, and where essentially Atitas and Waka are debating on what to do with a plant. And that they're fighting alongside with a third-party member, which at first appears to be Yuna, and then at first they're like, ah shit, it's a plant, and to which then Waka's like, we're gonna need Lulu for this. Fuck off, Yuna. Oh god. Yes, Yuna has that screechy voice. But then Titus not really getting what Waka's suggesting. He's like, we need Yuna to kill it. And Lulu shows up just fed up with both. They're just like, what do you want? It's Yuna, get back here. And this argument goes on with Lulu and Yuna switching constantly until, well, it seems both Yuna and Lulu got fed up and they sent in Kamari. To which then Waka's like, who the fuck are you? I think one of the more messed up quotes from Waka, which is telling Riku to think of the destruction of her home as like festival fireworks. I'm like, that sounds like something Bender would say. You know, the robot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, doesn't help that they're both voiced by John DiMaggio. When did he suddenly become Latino? Really? Alright, so now that all the enemies en route are dealt with.
Oh, come on! You couldn't have possibly known I was there.
What if he did with psychic powers?
Well, I'd want to know what strain of cordyceps he's been smoking.
He's been smoking all of them, Alex. Don't you know?
I don't have any words.
Alright, so, since we have this much more convenient and method of getting around on road, getting around on our world with these pipes, Let's go find General White.
Ow, ow. That was my fault. I fumbled the weapon.
How could you? To this day, they still haven't made a Paper Luigi game, and that makes me sad.
Solid Snake could get through this.
Aw, no Peppa Luigi, that makes me sad.
Oh, come on! Well, we gotta go to the deserted island now. First, we gotta rest up.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so now, since they said they were going, that he was going to an island, we gotta go to Keel Hall Key.
Sniper did not have enough time to do that.
Hey, Patch.
In fact, he had more time.
He was going to a city, it floats in the sky or something. Ah, we gotta go to the Glitz Pit. Now, Alex, imagine
Oh, would you
if...
look at that. Now I have to do a sniper section.
Yep. This was something I didn't like doing in the original game.
Damn it. Aim straight for center mass and you should get him.
Huge tree. Now we gotta go to the Boggly Woods. See, for as much flex as...
Ellie can belly crawl. Why can't you, Joel?
See, now, Alex, even though this game does have its issues with the localization in department,
Fuck.
and it still all does have all these neat little improvements. Alright, let's go in here.
Oh dear.
Somewhere dark. Oh, great. We gotta go to Twilight Town. And not the one from Kingdom Hearts. So...
Fuck.
So, Alt Zero, have you played The Kingdom of Hearts?
I'd love to,
Fuck.
but not really. But I know I watched my cousins played it back in the day.
I see.
Yep.
And I'm guessing they played the second game.
Come out
I
wherever
think it was like
you
the
are.
first game. It's been so long.
Hey, why aren't my bullets taking out your stupid tires? Hey. Come on, come out. Come out. Oh, that'll do. That'll fucking do. Game's not letting me escape from here. Tells me something crazy's about to happen. Ah, fuck. Yeah, that tells me you're not fine. Chris Redfield could have killed all of them with one shot.
Oh joy, he's back at Far Outpost. I hope we don't have to do this particular section again for a side quest. I think that would be quite the bummer, wouldn't you agree, gentlemen? Spoilers, we're doing this again for a side quest. And for people who... And since people, I'm sure, would feel hopefully justified in wanting to strangulate a Bob-Omb, despite it having no neck, I would suggest that's this torture playlist, which by the way, this playlist, guess what song is at the top of the list, Alex?
I don't... Come As You Are by Nirvana.
Nope. I'm not a big fan of Nirvana. You should know this by now.
Oh, didn't realize that. Even though Nirvana had some damn good songs.
Alright, try again, Alex.
Radical.
Nope. There's only like a handful of Drowning Pool songs that I really like, and all of them were because of Revenge of Cooler.
Yep, good old Cooler's Revenge.
Or yeah, oh yeah, Cooler's Revenge.
Yeah, I think
No, not Let the Bodies Hit the
they're
Floor.
featured in-
Think Unfitting Music.
I was
Oh,
wondering if
Mario?
No,
they'd
just
be
unfitting
featured
music in
any of the
general.
movies.
Oh.
I was wondering if Disturbed was ever featured
I
in
don't
any
know.
of the DBZ movies.
I've been waiting my whole life for just one. What?
Yes, Disturbed was in Boogies 4 and 5, you know, with songs like Fear, Stupefy, The Game.
Anyway.
One of the home releases, because I think it was replaced for the TV book.
Anyway, so Alex, you got any more guesses for unfitting music that I would suggest for this hypothetical little session of strangling a Bob-Omb?
Fuck. Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yep.
God damn it.
I did
that
lose something.
that is at the top of this playlist. Here to take a guess as to what else is on this playlist. And remember, think unfitting music. No. Clouds to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. That would be when I'm going straight for the crowbar.
Crowbar.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! And Joker's like, a little more to the left.
Yes, that's it. Now, yeah, now, and of course,
Okay, so there's a bit in Young Justice Abridged during
Oh, man.
the...
You know what? That song, the Joker 2, has
Okay, hey, so in case you're wondering what else is in there, or Hip to be Square. Yep. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, Susudio. It's a great song. Personal favorite. I don't know how that song goes, so it's not on there.
take you away from me. Down that road before. That's over now. You got me coming back for more. Baby, you're all that I want. And you're lying here in my arms.
Oh, I've heard that song. Never mind. Okay, so guys, you can stop.
Yes,
I know this song.
Alright, so the kid got bit during the...
He didn't get bit. He got scratched. There was a bit in the Brain Scratch playthrough of this game, where, yeah. Anyways, I was saying, so there was a bit in the Brain Scratch comms playthrough of this game where Ryan put in a clip from Soul Eater where apparently apparently the next day after the kid gets infected, or the little brother gets infected, and we're like, oh, we're gonna have a nice normal day, and it's a clip of that one guy that was with Excalibur for a bit.
Nothing could possibly go wrong today. Everything is going to be alright. Well, I almost thought that said fail for a second there. I know this isn't avoidable. It just would have been funny if the game made me go back and do it again. And by funny,
Yeah.
I mean I would have wanted to kill Will Druckmann more than I already do.
In Minecraft. So yeah.
Inexplicable, nonsensical time skip. It's not just a problem in the second game.
Well, to be fair, it is skipping in. It is going into each season.
Oh, I know. I'm just...
So it's not as bad. So it's not as bad as it could have been.
It could be worse.
Now,
Scope on a revolver.
there is an option where you can go back to like pay some respects to the brothers that ended up getting killed off. But I'm like,
Back and press X.
Okay, okay. If you want to know for context sake, like when once this was during like our pre-Metley Crew streams, Alex has was playing Uncharted, I want to say 4? Yeah, 4, and he ended up getting lost at one point and decided to go, I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Cowabunga! Needless to say, we were all, me and Fran, Anna used to be in here, we were laughing our asses off on that one. And I'm like, alright, got another level up.
That is how Jackson manages to maintain its power. I have not used the bow in forever. I'm taking your shit.
Alright, let's go talk to this guy.
Hey guys, have you played Resident Evil 4?
What about it?
Oh, you know, no particular reason.
Okay, so as we saw, General White is in his own house. Son of a bitch. Alright. And guess what? The reason why he's been wandering around, he's been looking for us. All he had to do was wait at one location.
One measly location.
Nathan Drake can climb up this place. I feel like I should be able to climb up here, actually.
He's counting sheep. Try again. I love how he's getting more crinkled as we keep jumping on him.
Now, this is a very bad idea. And that is why the game won't let me do it. Here I was thinking I'd have to go down the
Damn, you son of a bitch! Looking for you!
Wake up! Running animation slower does not make it jogging animation.
Think you're gonna throw up! No, wait, don't throw up, because that's gonna make me throw up. And then they just both bop, but like in that one scene from Team America World Police. Alex, you know the one.
America,
Alex, you remember that one scene from Team America World Police? Come on, you
That was
know.
one of the ones. Yeah, that was one of the ones that they were hoping would get told to cut down, but no. They were allowed to have that one entirely.
Yep. And I'm like, Ah, come on. I think the worst, you want to know what the worst part is? It's funnier when they kept that joke going.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is supposed to be so wrong, and yet it's so funny.
And yet somehow it works.
Yes, it does.
Cowards.
What do you mean by cowards?
This game was made by cowards. Can't I send up a fucking signal or some shit?
Nah. One thing I found kind of interesting about Brent, aka King of Skills' run of this particular game is the fact that after a while he ended up just pouring in all of his badge stuff to power plus and power plus, which I'm like, oh my god, why would you do this?
Literally me whenever I see
Weird
Johnny
gameplay decisions
Let's Play Pokemon.
do not get better when you highlight them. Just like how all the weird plot holes in Uncharted 3 don't get better when you highlight them.
Okay, so Alex, if you were to play Pokemon Generation 3, which starter would you want?
Non-existent mode.
That's not an option.
Well, that sucks. Because I don't want to play Gen 3. I already got enough problems.
Okay,
If
Alex.
given the choice, though, I'd go with
Mud! Yep! Mud! Yep!
Like my tips.
Oh, I heard you like mud chips.
I'm
You like
already
Mudkip? I like
almost all the way
Mudkip.
over.
We all like Mudkip.
Okay, so
That's the best gameplay choice we've had so far.
so
Cole is wearing the Clark Kent flannel, and I didn't even notice until now.
okay, so Alex, your options would be Rico, who is essentially the Geico Gecko, pure grass type, and has quite a lot of, and is a fast mixed attacker.
Should have been doing something with this bulldozer.
Last partner we need to power up, guys. Shazumi! Shazumi!
Jackson, Wyoming. Real place, by the way.
Yep.
Real enough that people were able to chart how long it would take for somebody to get from Jackson, Wyoming to Seattle, Washington. A lot longer than it took in the fucking game, and not nearly as long as it took in the show. Well, a lot longer than... Considering it appears to be about a day's drive, or a day and a half's ride on horse, we must have the world's fastest horses. No, we're actually... Yeah, that's Tommy. Hi, Tommy.
I'm not Tommy.
You gonna punch me? I have a feeling I
Please
deserve
don't
it.
tell me it's the Tuppence twins again.
I think that has to be. I know a lot of people would say that's one of the creepiest moments in all of Rugrats.
Rugrats had a lot of uncanny moments. The storyboard artists and animators really like the mouth cam and having to meet the camera all the goddamn time.
Clearly.
Yeah. Well, you know, kids are known for putting crap they shouldn't in their mouths, so the camera's included in that.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then that one time where Ed accidentally eats the camera.
Ed, what have you done?
Ah, we're good. Oh, the
You
boy.
really should know better than to eat the camera, Ed.
Notice, Ed, boy, my hair is starting to go nuts again.
Hello, Ed boy. Do what? Many doors, yeah? Do what?
Oh, hello there, Ed boy.
Ed boy.
Oh, great. A three-headed Rolf.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ralph was hilarious.
This story is not making any sense here.
By the way, Alt Zero, have you seen Antfish's JoJo Bridge?
I've seen bits of it. Not a whole lot.
I remember the running gag when they're on a plane, on a commercial flight, and apparently, for some reason, and for some reason they end up playing "Everybody Loves Raymond" on a plane. Can we have sex? No, Ray. Yeah. That's how they make. That's how they make Ray Romano sound.
Oh, God.
God, that show is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a yacht.
Or in a video I'm playing.
Everybody loves Raven. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And at one point when on Kakyoin's commercial flight to Cairo. Oh, from Aswan. And he's like, he was watching the Everybody Loves Raymond in marathon. And then, which honestly, that part, I swear, Alex, when we get to reacting to that abridgment, what?
Tell me gonna give him a fucking watch. Oh, no.
Okay,
Oh, my God.
I swear, Alex, when we get to watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure abridged, I'm gonna end up pointing out a lot of the anachronisms in that. Because I know you probably would.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Joseph would point out, would end up saying about Jotaro when he's trying to demonstrate what's going on with him. And
This setting...
it's 20 years.
There's too much shit lying around still.
Anyway, so
Too much intact stuff.
so one of the things that Joseph tries to tell is be like when Jotaro attempts to shoot himself to demonstrate Star Platinum and whatnot. He's because at that point he thought he was possessed by an evil spirit. Joseph then thinks to himself, right? He's like, hope he doesn't think life is like Persona 3. By the way, yeah. By the way, I'm like, that's not an evoker for Joseph. Neato. I forgot I didn't have Spike Shield equipped. I think another one of my favorite moments in the abridgment, and was like during the middle of the intro for episode 6, which was the start of the 93 OVA's portion of this adaptation, since originally in Japan and the OVA series was done out of order.
Which is kind of odd.
Yeah. And you wonder why I recommended we watch the abridged version of those. Because I was hoping to help you dodge a bullet. Now, granted, while there are some bits of that...
Immune to what the fuck you think, Tommy?
Now, granted, there are bits and pieces here and there that have really good animation. And there are some fight scenes that are somewhat better done than in the manga or the anime, but it still has too many plot holes to... It has too many adaptation-induced plot holes that cause a number of problems. Alright, let's go. Let's get shot to the moon.
To the moon! Johnny. From that song goes 6 places with brain scratch.
Yeah, like Lewis was trying to show off the infamous can't escape with the boss fight glitch, and
Yeah.
and it's shown off a way to get out of the boss fight.
Oh man.
Like the coding for the level
Well,
is
good thing you
there.
got the fucking generator going again, because that's
On
awfully
top of the
fucking
fact that
convenient.
even when you're outside of the boss fight, Silver just runs in place. It's like, you're too slow. You're
Well,
too
that's because
slow.
Silver is running into an invisible wall.
Yeah. Even if you get close, it's like whack. Oh god. The fans are going the dog can't believe it. And our the shopkeeper is here.
The bandits are coming. The bandits are coming. The bandits are here. Somehow they managed to get by our defenses.
In case
All the
anyone
shit that took a fucking puzzle to solve for me to get here.
In case anyone's wondering what Alex is quoting, there's another bit from SAO Bridge with a bunch of NPCs, and one of them repeatedly tells you the bandits are coming. There are two others that repeat various forms of information, including one that will repeatedly say, "We must save my family," and then he turns on them.
Ah, god.
Who the fuck is Gary? Hey, we must save my family. That was Gary.
You're not talking about my grandson, Gary.
No.
Talking about me, Grandpa.
So then Kirito, after he hears the familiar grunt of, "We must save my family." You see? Some of them even have that.
Oh wait.
Excuse me, I have to go say hi to an old friend. Won't be long. Gary? Hey, how have you been? And we must save my... Yeah! You just left us there to die, asshole! We must save my family! Hey, choke on it! Choke on it! How does it feel? Does it change?
God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it, guys. Naughty Dog NPC is an absolute fucking pain for us to get again.
Oh my. That's a lot of Bob-Ombs.
You're in the building, dumbass.
Oh, those hordes of...
I think this was one of the various moments that caused quite a bit of slowdown on the GameCube version. Because I know, this moment and near the end of the game when everybody throughout the adventure is trying to give a motivational pep talk to Mario as he's fighting against the Shadow Queen. And it's like when you get to Glitzville, suddenly everything chugs from 60 frames to, I think, like less than 30. And Alex, you can kind of see why I'm content with this game having a 30 frames, having a consistent,
Yeah,
having
steady. Steady frame rate is better than shit frame rate.
yeah.
And I can understand RPGs being in 30 FPS.
Like, I get that GameCube games were like a different breed, but at the same time, it's like when you go up a whole console generation, it's kind of hard to maintain 60 frames consistently.
It should have been as difficult, but at the same time,
They found a way.
Just like that song by Drake Bell.
fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck your ass. Fuck your face.
Well, Mario, we're out
So-
in space. And since we're on the moon, can we listen to the moon and back by Savage Garden? Oh, I love that song.
But we have whalers on the moon who'll carry their harpoons. But there ain't no whale, so we tell tall tales and sing our whaling tune.
Down in front, Tommy. You know what? Fuck this. Kill me.
And then Bender just is deep. It feels ashamed to know one of them. He's like, I went with that guy back in high school.
Down flying to the moon and back. If you be my baby.
So, okay.
Good music back then.
Okay, so these guys are moon clefs. Anything to use a reskin of an older enemy. Alright, guys?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You know, reminds me of, once again, Halo 13, because their method of doing the sprites took so long, like, when they included, Quasi from Fatal Fury, it was just essentially a head swap of Joe, so it's like, dude, we might as well just reuse some assets.
Yep. I mean, how do you think certain enemies in Final Fantasy and especially in the 13 trilogy end up getting reused in terms of 3D models, because the engine already exists. It's right there.
Yeah, M&A is brilliant, don't think.
Yeah. I like 13 had a really good graphics engine. Altair, how do you feel about Thousand Year Door's remixes of the battle theme?
It's certainly something. Give that.
I would have thought that having a human shield would have shielded me from humans.
Alex, you clearly don't know how a human shield works.
I mean, I do my best.
Goody. More star points. Now, if only I could get this more consistently. So the good thing about having Bobbery here is that he's essentially, for this area, he's essentially a free Quake hammer compared to these guys. So if they were to remake another Paper Mario game, which of the original trilogy should they go for next?
The original Paper Mario.
I
I totally-
see the N64 version, yeah.
Yeah, an N64 Paper Mario with some of the mechanics of this game. Like, seriously, you can just imagine all of the slice of life improvements that
Quality of life. But
well,
yes.
quality of life. Yeah, you can imagine all the quality of life improvements that had a remake of of the original Paper Mario.
Guys don't
Oh,
even
bring
have
her out.
common decency. Rough ammunition will never die.
I was not gonna let that one guy use the Super Shroom. Damn it. Well, at least the mist is gone.
No shit!
So, one other bit of news that I wanted to go into but didn't have a good time. M4 was...
Down in front!
So, you remember how... You heard the news about how they're cutting out Captain Gantu from the remake of Lilo and Stitch?
Yes,
I
I did
heard
hear
about
about
that.
that. That's really dumb.
Well, turns out Bubbles is going to be going to serve a more antagonistic role in this.
That's lame.
But
That's stupid.
Bubbles is in a villain.
So are you.
Yeah, he's a
Villain.
he's a social worker.
Cobra,
Exactly.
Cobra Bubbles is one of the
Unnecessary
supporting
change.
characters in the movie and the show, and he's fucking great.
And-
Must be the-
The stupid Ed, who is voiced by Ving Rhames.
Yep.
He's
Cobra's not a villain.
well, his role is that he is going to be the guy who is tasked with capturing Stick.
Actually, you know what? I know who bullshit that we've seen before.
Well, I will say, some of the casting's okay, and I will say that the CGI Stitch model
Why turn your back to me? You see me.
How much you want to bet that if I wonder if Disney is just going to either recycle or AI the Grand Council woman's voice.
yeah, they could. Even if they did, just do it correctly.
Yeah, and here's the thing. And the only reason they can theoretically get away with this is because the actress who voiced her is dead.
That's
Oh yeah. So speaking of AI though, AI Darth Vader.
He sucks.
I heard about that.
Oh
Epic.
god.
In Epic Games' new Fortnite update. Sounds really good. Sounds better than he did in, sounds better than the Respeecher software did in,
Somehow.
and Darth Vader doesn't like the Disney sequels.
I
No
saw
surprise
that.
there.
Apparently
Oh, that was
Apparently SAG-AFTRA has a problem with this now, which is interesting because they technically know a big one happened.
And I'm pretty sure before he died, James L. Jones gave permission for his voice to be used for it.
Yeah, he said he wanted the character to be able to live on beyond him.
Yeah, and I can't imagine. But I think we should respect Vader's character. We don't want to be out
Oh yeah, no, in character, Anakin would hate the Star Wars sequels.
He would.
Let me guess, because there's a lot of sand and it's rough course irritating, it gets everywhere.
I mean, it starts off on a sand. It starts off on a sand plane, so obvious.
Yep, good old Tatooine.
Wasn't even Tatooine in wasn't even Tatooine.
Not too weak.
What's Tatooine? That is not the name, huh?
Why are we sounding like the stereotype that was in?
Watto.
Yeah, Watto.
I need you to ow.
No money, no parts, no deal.
Get him.
Despite its
Go on, get him.
flaws, I actually did like the prequels.
And unfortunate.
I can't remember what the exact line was. But Vader AI came up with above vision, preferable
And as per usual, I gotta tattle all the little yuck.
Okay, so I'm this guy, and also I sounded like a valley girl.
Like, oh my god.
Like, oh my god. Yeah. Hello, is this like the squad or something?
Then again,
Well, since we got some yucks to fight, right, that means we are getting means the X-Not Fortress is within our reach.
so if Bella had a voice, I think Andrea Bacon would be a good
Makes sense.
I think it could work.
I agree. Got another star piece. Oh, warp pipe. Are switching back to Arabella.
save the game, and I'm gonna have to go.
I'll say.
From the moon, I guess it's time to defy gravity.
Wait, this is not the wicked.
All right. Next time, we're riding on horses.
First of all, I gotta make sure I can save, but first I gotta deal with some X-Knots.
I'll take it from me trying to shave her.
That's a reference to the Fox in Space episode 2. And you know where to find me on Twitch? Just bitch.com/channel/. Sorry. I've done it all.
But,
Okay,
yeah, no,
we-
that's actually true. I did, I kind of made that a sort of a tradition for me back in the day where I went to the Sailor Moon panel that Viz did, and it was a treat. Yeah, it was something.
Alright, so next time on Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, we're going to continue into the X-Naut Fortress. Until then, we'll see you later.